Thank you so much for tuning into the very first episode of the Michelle Got Goals podcast. This podcast is actually for all entrepreneurs working towards their goals. I know there are plenty of other entrepreneurship podcasts out there, but to me, they do not pertain to us. Usually, they're about entrepreneurs already working in their established businesses, having reoccurring revenue, maybe even staff. That is not me. I still work a full-time job and I'm building my business on the side. And I know I am not the only one. So I'm hoping this podcast will create a community of entrepreneurs and their journey. A little bit about myself. My name is Michelle. I'm an entrepreneur. I work in logistics, been in logistics for over 20 years, and I live outside Detroit, Michigan. My business goals are, and this is already hard to even share. I don't know how it is for you, but to me, I don't really have entrepreneurs around me, didn't really grow up around them. I did have an aunt that was an entrepreneur, so it's not like I didn't see one. But when you go to work every day and you raise your child and you just do what you have to do to come out and say, hey, I want to start my own business, that wasn't easy for me. But these past years, or especially this last year, I'm learning to speak my truth. And that includes, I would like for my business to work. I would like to create courses for my customers to take and learn from. I would like to be able to provide stellar customer service. And with that, I hope there will be some flexibility. And yeah, my goals are building my business that will let me be more flexible with my time and where I am. My why is I am half German, so my family is in Germany, and I would like to have a business that I can work from anywhere in the world. It might even be Costa Rica when I retire. Who knows? Those are my dreams. Those are my goals. I would love for you to share yours. My Instagram and YouTube handles are Michelle_got_goals. And again, so those are my goals. I've been working on just being true to them and, admitting. I do have a couple of friends, meanwhile, in entrepreneurship. So it's a little easier to talk about it and be real about it. And so my journey so far, I'm a single mother, and in 2014, my son graduated from high school. So I've been doing this now for a while. And when he graduated, I said, you know what, Michelle? It's time for your own dreams now. You've been a mommy this whole time. Now work on what you actually want for yourself. So I quit my job. Yes, I did. And I looked for a job before I quit where I could work nights. So for a couple of weeks, I actually worked both jobs. And I found myself a job at a trucking company for nights. The worst job I ever worked. I actually worked it, I think, for over 3 years. And the plan was to work that job at night and build my business during the day. And that's exactly what I did. I built a small business. I had somewhat of a business partner as well. And I had recurring customers, business. I had repeat customers. And then I also had a pretty good referral program. So I had steady business. It just never scaled to the amount of business that I needed to go full-time in my business. Maybe at that point I was already too scared because my job, even though it was full-time at the trucking company, it didn't provide for me. So it was a very hard couple of years working both jobs. I mean, my business and the job. And so after about 3 years, I found myself a job within my industry again so I could pay my bills without being stressed, and told myself, you know what, I'm just going to build my business on the side of this job somehow. And, when you work full time, it's kind of hard, because you get off work at 5 and you're tired and you have things to do. And the weekend is only 2 days. So it didn't go that well. End of 2019, I pivoted my business. Like I said, I did have a partner in my business, but I went from service provider to more of a consulting figure and trainer within my industry. So I don't provide services anymore. I will educate you on how you can set up things within your company to achieve compliance. So that was my pivot. And again, easier said than done. 2020, not much happened for my business. And 2021 started, and I told myself, you know what, Michelle, this is ridiculous. You've been wanting this for years now. You've been working on this for years, but you never fully focus. Like, I know you're working full time, but you still need to focus on your business so you don't have to work two things all the time. It's tiring. I'm tired. And I do have goals. And I, again, admitted to myself I would like for my business to work. I have to put in the time and effort, tired or not. And the first thing I did in 2021 was start an accountability group. So it's a group of entrepreneurs that get together every 2 weeks, every Wednesday, and we discuss what's going on in our business, what we're doing, what we're working on, what we're planning for, discuss what's going on, support each other, exchange tools and ideas, and it's been really helpful. It does hold me accountable because I can go weeks without doing, what I'm supposed to be doing in my business because it's just so easy. My bills are getting paid. I might not be advancing, but I'm okay. So a little bit about my business. Again, I'm a consultant / trainer. I train companies, on certain things within our industry. And I do this via courses. When I built my first business, I also provided courses in person. I had an office that I could hold my courses at, but I also booked venues to, teach these courses. But now I'm putting everything online on a portal where my customers can actually download the course themselves. So I'm creating courses, I'm uploading them, I do the voiceover. It's a lot of work. So I actually have 3 offers. That's what I'm offering, 2 courses, and then the third one has a little, one-on-one time with myself. But those are the things that I'm working on. And the accountability group was a big first step to, move me towards my goals for 2021. And during our sessions, we discussed that a really good tool for me would be, of course, LinkedIn. You have to find your clients somewhere. Where's your target audience? Mine is on LinkedIn. So I talked to another entrepreneur friend, and she also said, you know what, Michelle, I think you need to be more active on LinkedIn. I had taken a LinkedIn course a couple of years ago. That's the thing with courses. They all look great, these coaches, but it's hard to decide on one, And I remember this coach years ago when we did our one-on-one. She helped me redo my profile, and she just renamed things that were not even accurate, just things that would fit metrics, but it didn't really fit my business. But this entrepreneurship friend there now, she suggested a LinkedIn coach to me, and my friend uses her as well. And I've seen how her presence on LinkedIn has improved and changed these past months. So I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. So I contacted this coach. She luckily had a special because I still paid around $700. $700 for a LinkedIn coach. And coaches can, range from $99 to $10,000. So, but to me, $700, that's an investment. So I'm all in, okay? So I got this LinkedIn coach now that I'm working with. I'm just a couple of weeks in. The program is not over yet. So I'm in the middle of it. So I will keep you posted how that's going. But it has improved my profile for sure. I'm more intentional about going on LinkedIn and being active on there. I gained some new connections. Another thing I'm doing, we did the accountability group. I told you about my LinkedIn coach. I hired somebody to create graphics for my social media updates to look a little more professional. So I love it. It just looks way better than just posting. So now I have the graphics to kind of go with it. And there was one thing I did. I'm way more consistent with my newsletter to my base. I send out newsletters on a regular basis, and obviously it's easy. You can schedule those type of things, posting on social media, your newsletter, emails. You can schedule those things. You can do it at 10 o'clock at night, and then it goes out at 10 o'clock in the morning when you're at work. So those are like tools that I use. And I've just been really working on my offers and updating my courses and uploading them onto my portal. So that's what I'm doing. Via this podcast, you will get weekly updates to see if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And hopefully soon, I can tell you about my first customer that's buying a course of mine. I do have smaller, jobs that I work on, compliance jobs for customers. I actually have an interview coming up in a German trade magazine, so that's pretty exciting. I will tell you about that. So there are things, moving and shaking, and I will keep you posted every week. You will get an update every Saturday. I would love to hear from you, what you're working on, how your journey is going. Again, my handles are Michelle_got_goals on YouTube and Instagram. Every Saturday you will see a new episode. Please do let me know what you think about them. You can, of course, rate them and find me on Instagram. And yeah, I feel like, let's reach our goals together. Talk to you soon.